Mustard seed, it's gotta be Rofo Tales. Quite the scene, still for teens. Nazarene, Rofo Tales. See God's power, no need to shower. It's not an hour. Rofo Tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo Tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo Tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo Tales. It's time for Rofo Tales. Reading.
Noah's Ark, Genesis chapters 6 to 9.
So make the boat and construct it to the plans that I will give you. And looking over, once it's done, I will send a flood to destroy every living being in the world. Everything that has breath will die. But I promise to keep you, your wife, your sons, and their wives safe within the boat. But you must bring in a pair of every animal, a male and a female, into the boat with you, to keep them alive through the flood. Bring in every bird, every animal, and reptile, and make sure you store enough food in the boat to feed them.
I will do as you say, Lord.
So Noah set out to build the ark according to the Lord's instructions.
Hey Noah, what are you doing? You going sandmobiling to the closest Piggly Wiggly? Like seriously, dude? Where do you think you're going in this big boat?
I'm just doing what the Lord has told me to do.
This sounds like a case where there's a special horse with a horn.
Hey, what are you doing here? There's no water anywhere. Are you going fishing or something?
No, I'm just doing what the Lord told me to do.
Okay.
So Noah continued to build the ark, even though the people in the neighborhood made fun of him and mocked him. Finally, the day came when the Lord said to Noah, "Noah, go into the boat with your family and all the people that I told you to take in, and you alone and your family will be the ones that I save. But you must bring the animals in too, a pair of each, one male and one female. And then when you have all the animals and your family safely inside the boat, 1 week from today, I will begin the rain for 40 days and 40 nights, and everything that has breath that is not inside will perish."
Okay, everybody. We only got a week to get these guys on board. Come on, wife. Let's go. Hurry up.
Noah, what is all this? Look at all these animals. What are we doing?
We got to get them on board.
That'll take forever. I thought it'll take more than a week.
Well, we only got a week.
So Noah started to get the animals in along with his family, just as God had told him. 1 week later, just as the Lord had said, Noah and his family entered the ark with all the animals safely inside. The hand of God himself closed the door and shut them in. And then the rains came.
Hey Noah, I know you're in there. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Cam,
Cam who?
can I come in? Look, I got my flotation device.
Noah, I know you're in there. Open up. It's not that much rain anyway.
Little rain never killed anybody, right?
Yeah.
So the rains continued for 40 days, and the flood started to roar and cover and get higher and higher. And the people on the earth started to realize that they were in trouble. until the whole earth was covered. And eventually nothing but the ark was floating on the open water. And everything that had breath had perished. But Noah and his family were safe with the animals inside the ark, just as God had promised. God did not forget about Noah and the animals and his family on the ark. He sent a wind to blow across the waters, and the flood began to disappear. And soon after, the boat became to rest on the mountain of Ararat. And Noah opened a portal and released a raven, and it flew back and forth to see that the earth was dry. And it returned to him empty. So Noah had taken a dove and sent it out, but it had no place to land, so it returned, for the water was still too high. 7 days later, Noah released the dove again. And this time, towards evening, the bird returned with an olive leaf in her beak. So Noah knew that the water was almost gone. A week later, he released the dove again, and this time she did not come back. Noah knew that the water had receded. Then God told Noah, "Noah, you may leave. The time has come. Release the animals, birds, and reptiles, so that they may go out and replenish the earth." So Noah, his wife, and his sons, and all their wives left the ark with the animals. And Noah built an altar to sacrifice to God for his keeping his word. So God told Noah that he was pleased and that as long as the earth existed, there would be springtime and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, day and night. And God blessed Noah and his sons and his wife, and he gave them the new land to replenish. And God told Noah and his sons, "I solemnly promise to you and your children, and to the animals that you brought with you, all the birds and cattle and wild animals, that I will never again send another flood to destroy the earth. And I will seal this promise with this sign. I have placed my rainbow in the clouds as a sign of my promise until the end of time. To you and to all the earth, when I send clouds over the earth, the rainbow will be seen in the clouds. And I will remember my promise to you and to everything, and never again will the floods come and destroy all life. For I will see the rainbow in the cloud and remember my eternal promise to every living being on the earth." Hi,
Hey,
kids.
kids.
Hey.
We missed you.
Oh, my goodness. It's been a long time, it seems.
Yeah,
Well, kids,
I know it's
I know.
hard. This is our last Rofo Tales.
I know, because we'll be meeting in person now.
Yeah, snacks.
So it's yeah, snacks. So even though we're sad we won't be coming to you virtually, but we'll see you in person.
On the 29th, we're
Yes.
starting back up.
That's the Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So,
So come ready to eat
ready to eat
and learn.
and learn. So we wrap up Rofo Tales with
A great story.
with Noah and the ark, which many of you know,
Yeah.
but we started with Jesus and the disciples and Jesus calming the storm with the boat. And we end up with God sending the floods and using a boat to protect Noah and all the animals and all his creation, to give them a second.
And he calmed the storm again.
And he calmed the storm again. He stopped it.
Yeah. And he took away all the horrible things
Yes.
and he left a rainbow.
And a rainbow. Well, I love the rainbow. That is a promise that every time you see one, you can remember the story of Noah, that came, the rainbow, directly from God.
That's
And
right.
its purpose is to remind us that God's love, that he will never destroy the world again with a flood.
Yep.
So that is the promise of the rainbow, and you'll see it every time the rain is finished.
And when God makes a promise, it's better than a pinky swear.
That's right. He
Better
can't
than
break
that.
his promises. So, when you look through this lesson as well as the other ones online for as long as you want to see them, remember there's promises in the Bible. There's a whole bunch of them.
Yep.
And every one of them God will keep.
And a lot of forgiveness, too.
Yes. Yes. So, I guess we should pray and then we will,
We'll go on to the next segment, huh?
okay.
Yeah. I would love to pray if you, unless you want
You
to pray.
can pray, that's fine.
Why don't
Okay.
you close this out?
Well, we can. We're gonna fight over, yeah. No.
Yeah, we love you so much. We're
Aw.
going to fight over you.
Yes, all right. Dear Jesus, we just thank you for the opportunity that we've had these few weeks to share your word and bring the stories of the Bible to life for our kids and their family while we weren't able to be with them in person. And how great it is to end up with the story of Noah and the rainbow, and what the rainbow is a visual promise that we can see. And it's not just a story in some book, but we can see it. We can see the promise of God after a storm. And it's so important that as we go through the storms in life, we can remember the promise that God said that he will be with us. He loves us. And he has a promise to keep us through the storm. And life goes on after them. And Lord, we just bless all the children, the ones that we may not get to see face to face because they live somewhere else. But Lord, you can still reach them and love them through our stories on the line. But until we see them, Lord, bless them. Give them a special blessing when they see this lesson. And let them feel your love. And let them be able to take that with them until we see them again. In your name we ask, amen.
Amen.
All right.
Well,
It's crap. Joke from the bucket.
jokes from the bucket.
Yeah. Woo! Yeah. Oh, no. I think Miss Crystal's, out of all the lessons we've had in Jokes from the Bucket, Miss Crystal is by far better guesser.
And you are a phenomenal reader.
So I think we should end the way that we do best.
I agree with you.
She's so much better at guessing.
I'm so much better, but I haven't got one right yet.
There's always this chance.
I know. Kids, you're really going to have to help me this last time.
Well, this is one about birds. Since we're doing the ark and Noah sent out a crow, a raven, and doves, I think we ought to do one about birds tonight.
I think you're right.
Okay. Let me get my glasses on so I can read this.
Pretty excited about this.
Oh, it's upside down. That helps. Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
See if you guys get this one. This Crystal. What birds did Noah regret taking on the ark? Which bird did Noah regret taking on the ark?
The ones that made my car a different color.
True.
Those are no good.
I bet the parrots were fun in the ark.
They probably provided the entertainment, yeah.
Some can, yes.
What about the vultures?
Oh. There wasn't a whole lot of food for them, like,
Not really, no.
no.
They were probably
Kids,
quite
any
low.
ideas? Okay, think about it. What bird did Noah regret taking on the ark?
Penguin.
No.
Well, he was
Answer
dressed
it-
too much. He
the
was in a
answer-
tuxedo.
And the answer is a woodpecker.
You got me again.
No,
Miss Diana.
that would not be the best bird to take on a wooden boat.
No,
But
you're right.
He had to take two of them anyway.
Would that make it holy though?
It would make it whole if you were on there long enough. Okay, so the craft. you can do lots of crafts. You can build yourself an ark.
Yep. Just remember to ask permission before
right.
you take anything
That's
from your
true.
parents.
That's true.
Like your brother.
You know, you could take your dad or mom's fence, the wooden fence.
Outside,
That would make
yeah.
a great side of an ark because they already come in sections.
That's true. Yeah, especially.
Well, you should ask first.
Yeah, and you're gonna need a shovel for that.
Yeah. Or you can make a crow or a raven. It's just a black paper bag.
That
with
is the
some wings,
cutest thing.
some eyeballs, a little beak, and a couple little legs, and then you can just have so much fun with people. No. You could.
Yeah.
And they're very quiet crows. They don't make a lot of noise, but they could if you wanted them to.
Yeah. You
So
heard the sounds. You could mimic those.
you could.
I'm sure your parents would definitely appreciate that.
About 2:00 in the morning would be a great
Yeah,
time
when you
to
can
practice your bird calls
with the cat.
with the cat. Yes, with the cat. Okay. Well, since this is our last one, I think we ought to give a special shout out to those who are part of our Rofo family. What do you think?
Who definitely have been behind the scenes, but you may not have met in person. So we would like to bring all those special people out, and some of them aren't here today. So we're going to give a shout out to Sean Conroy, Tom Rivera, Allison Duncan, who else? Elijah Griffin, Senior, Andres,
And Teresa.
Teresa.
Who else did we have come visit?
Well, some of those people are here, like Josie.
Josie, come on
Come on,
up,
Josie.
Yay! She made some more crafts,
Yep.
as well as and let's see, our favorite lady,
Yeah.
Miss Donna.
Miss Donna.
Hey, Miss Donna.
And our favorite
Oh.
leading guy.
Our favorite leading guy,
Moses
Mr.
and
Dan.
Noah. Mr. Dan.
All right. From all of us to all of you, we have had a wonderful time bringing you the stories from the Bible.
We absolutely love
And
you.
we can only hope that you've enjoyed them as much as we've had bringing them to you. So,
We love you, and
We
we
do.
hope to see you soon.
all right.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
If you like to talk to Miss Crystal, if Miss Diane can make you smile, if you want to be a disciple, we can talk you through the Bible.
Excuse me. Have we got a show for you?
Rofo Tales, 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 Rofo Tales.
Olive tree, mustard seed, it's gotta be
Rofo Tales. Quite the scene, still for teens, Nazarene, Rofo Tales.
See God's power, no need to shower. It's not an hour.
Rofo Tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo Tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo Tales. There's never ever been a show like Rofo Tales. It's time for Rofo Tales.